you take the Amazon Alexa in the house, you take the drone stuff, you take everything in your phones, you take, Black Mirror is happening. Was that a Black Mirror reference?
It
you
could
talk
have been.
in the Black Mirror like this is I'm feeling.
It could have been, but we did talk about Black Mirror last week, and I think it's important to bring them back around because another thing that Ethan is wrapped up in is drones, and so is Amazon.
Technology, man.
Technology is coming to watch you, bro. They're going to
deliver
your package. They're going to deliver your package and then look through your window and be like, they're reading the book that Aunt Martha sent them.
Now,
but they already know that.
They do.
Because Aunt Martha used Amazon.
Absolutely. And because they've got an Alexa in the room, just like we do. You start looking at this from the standpoint of the connection now that they have. So wait, we haven't told the story. Like, what is the story?
Basically, Amazon is getting a patent in order to be able to let their delivery drones be used for surveillance. Now, I have
under the guise of safety.
Right. Safety surveillance.
That's how it starts.
Because Ring and them are great friends. They're good buddies. They're trying to
Amazon
keep
bought
us
Blink
safe. Well, I don't know if they're actually good friends with Ring.
But Amazon owns a small camera company now. It's a competition with Ring.
Oh, wow.
So you take Blink,
Really?
you take Blink cameras, you take the Amazon Alexa in the house, you take the drone stuff, you take everything in your phones, you take, Black Mirror is happening. I don't think you can stress enough what you were talking about last episode.
I mean, it is going to happen. As far as technology is going to advance, we are going to have breaches on our quote unquote rights.
Privacy.
Right. Because
Don't like that one.
You don't like that one? Well, let me explain myself, Chris.
Because I think he doesn't like the fact that our privacy is being invaded.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I agree with
not
you.
I agree with you. Then we're friends
what
now.
you're saying. Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Thanks. People are clapping for me now.
Yeah.
Turn that up just a little bit. I want to hear more of that. That's so great.
There we go.
Okay, so much better.
Nice. I like it. Let's get back from that now.
Do you feel uplifted?
I do.
Okay,
I feel like we're on the same page.
Like
I was going to
Jake
get
was getting
defensive,
really
right?
angry.
Yeah.
I could feel it.
I was going to have to defend myself.
We needed to diffuse the room, and that was great.
I'm like the little Polish guy in the corner that's like, ah!
What do you
know?
against
You mean
Polacks,
Napoleon?
man?
Yeah.
He wasn't Polish.
She was French.
I will fight you.
All right, so Amazon's drones.
Amazon's drones, according to this patent, they're all going to be limited through geofencing. Now, this is what I want Ethan to talk about because this is something that you have experience with. Yes,
very much.
Mm-hmm.
So geofencing is basically a GPS sort of protocol that lets the drone only fly in a specific area. Now, the FAA has said drones cannot fly more than 400 feet in the United States. Now, what Amazon is trying to do is they are trying to take over the airspace from 200 to 400 feet for their delivery drones. Currently, it's illegal to fly without line of sight looking at the drone. So Amazon, who has big pockets, is also trying to get the FAA to take away that law. And they're trying to steal the airspace from people like me that want to fly, sometimes under hobbyist law, sometimes for money and want to do real estate and things like that.
Give us an
Bad news, bad news.
So I see this picture.
Yeah.
How big are these drones? Like for delivery, they've got to be big. Like we're not talking about DJI
no
Phantoms. Like these are big dogs.
I haven't actually seen pictures of them, but from that picture, they look like 5 feet, and they probably have 8 propellers.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so if they hit you,
dude,
done.
You lose a limb.
Well,
Yeah,
and like you talk about, I mean, just from the fact of for it to be economical for Amazon to even do this, they have to be able to deliver multiple packages within one flight pattern.
I don't think that's going to take a very long time before that's a thing.
Yeah.
Because the biggest limiting factor in drones is lifetime of the battery.
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
can only get about 25 minutes, and that's stretching it. If you hit a bad pocket of wind and you're at 32%, you're going down to 30%. And if you go to 29% on the battery, you're bricking the battery. You can't use it again.
Yeah.
And batteries are super expensive. So once the battery technology gets better, then I could see that. But
right.
I'm really hoping that doesn't
So
happen.
what's your fear bigger than, like, ultimately, what's the fear of this?
I don't know. I mean, I'm always fearful about a company that has deep pockets and is in bed with the government, possibly flying things over our heads with cameras on them and GPS signals. And they also, to fly autonomously over the terrain, they need it takes a security clearance to get the map data that's accurate enough for them to fly.
Oh, so it has to be government related.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's insane.
That's one of the biggest things that like I've heard with him coming back home is like just talking about what it is that he has to go through in order to be able to get these clearances in order to just even fly anywhere, you know? Like there's a lot of stuff that a lot of hoops you need to jump through.
Totally. And sometimes it doesn't work. So you show up on set and the drone doesn't take off.
Yeah, and
because
then
of the government.
Yeah,
the government,
and that's because. So.
Can I get a ding, Chris?
So the reason that's a problem is because like with the drones, because I've flown a few drones, so I'm like I dabble. I ran one into a barn. That's my experience. Like it's I'm not a good drone pilot, but in certain places it wouldn't even let me take off because I was too close to a place that's a no-fly zone, like airport specifically.
Airport, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Not to have some person flying in an airport.
Right, Area 51 in Arizona. Have you have you flown over that yet?
Over Area 51, no. I've flown.
Or you just can't say that.
Maybe. I've flown in view of a control tower before while monitoring air traffic.
Okay,
that was fun.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, we had a little radio and we could hear them. Oh, drone activity, and they would do a 90-degree turn right over us.
But you can't talk about that shoot.
I can't.
No, he can't.
Oh. I didn't tell you where it was.
NDA.
Yeah.
Well, let's put a pin in it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So then.
No, but I am fearful.
It's
of
a
this.
big and I think all the things that are happening with the military and drones, and like the whole thing with Russia, or no, not Russia, Iran, taking one of our drones and
shooting it down, right?
That whole what happened?
Funny.
Okay, tell me.
Because the drone that they downed is called the Global Hawk. And it was supposed to replace one of the best surveillance aircraft that's been used since like the Vietnam War, called the U-2.
Okay.
And they spent like probably, I think it's like $150 billion on it. And that might be a conservative estimate on developing this drone. And each one is on development. And each one is like a couple $1 billion. And they're huge. They're about the size of the 737. That's
crazy.
Big. And they fly, it's called the Global Hawk. They fly all the way around. And the project was not successful at all. So why they're still flying them over Iran, I have no clue.
Do you think okay. That comes
Bush
to my
is
theory.
Still involved. Bush is still involved. Say it with me now.
So I feel like the whole thing was something to try and get Iran to do something so that then we had a reason.
Exactly.
Right?
Because right now, there's a ton of Global Hawks just sitting.
Yeah, that's really strange.
You know what happens when you fly a Global Hawk into a building? Destruction.
Bad thing.
Bad thing.
That's what we don't want them to do.
No, that's absolutely. Why would you even say that?
Because
we need a boo. Like that's
that is a boo thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like
button is the boo.
That's okay. It's the first time for everything. You're all right.
If we just have a bunch of these just sitting around, right, and they realize it, and they're knocking one out of the sky to be able to do tests on it and to see, holy cow, what can we do with this technology?
Right.
That's a really scary thought.